12 for second, 10 for third, and the points decrease all the way back to a 10th place position, giving the rider 1 championship point. Events will take place here at Mosport Park, SANAIR International in Quebec, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Shannonville Motorsport Park, a new track in Calgary, Westwood Raceway in British Columbia, and the final will be held back at Shannonville. Welcome back to the Castro Motorplan National Superbike Series from Mosport Park near Toronto. And this is the start of our first race, Pro 750 production.
And that's Paul McMillan from Markham, who has the pole position for an event that just looks like it might get a little rain.
There's the drop of the flag, the field away. Gary Goodfellow, number 99, grabs the whole shot. He'll lead it into turn 1, 73. Steve Crevier in second, number 9. Paul McMillan runs in the third place position. The rest of the riders through turn 1. It is Gary Goodfellow up front and leading as they go up through turn number 2 here on the opening lap. There's Goodfellow. McMillan makes a move to the inside of Crevier, and the two riders touch. Going into that turn, Crevier goes wide. He'll lose a couple of positions. But the two riders battling for that second place position had some contact. There is Goodfellow, your leader, into the hairpin. Moss Corner here on the opening lap. McMillan running second. Crevier trying to chase him down for that number 2 spot. For 747, that is Steve Longstaff, who has crashed. Longstaff going down in Moss Corner. He will walk over to the motorcycle, but the rider appears to be okay.
I think the problem is it's starting to sprinkle a little around the track, and if these riders get off the line, it gets very slippery.
There's Jerry Goodfellow through the S's. You can see the margin he has. A pack of about 5 riders trying to chase him down for the lead. Goodfellow completing lap 1. Crevier in second. Up into the third place position now is 991 Tom Walther, so he's picked up a couple of spots. There is Goodfellow. You can see the margin. Walther going after Crevier for that second place position. Then it's Duhamel in fourth. McMillan runs in fifth. Tommy Douglas back in the sixth place position. The riders break once again for the hairpin. And there is Crevier trying to close it up on Goodfellow, Craig, but right now it looks as though Gary is actually pulling away.
Oh, yeah, Pat, and look, the rain is really coming down now. You can see the umbrellas going up, but these riders haven't scrubbed off any speed.
There's Crevier. It looks like he's hit some of that wet track. He is off at the end of the straightaway. He's running over to the motorcycle and decides, no, that is it. He will not try to get back on the machine, and Goodfellow, the leader, has crashed. The motorcycle goes end over end. Goodfellow off the racetrack. The rider is up, but the rain definitely coming down a lot harder now, and this track has gotten very, very treacherous. The red and yellow flags out there in the turn. The riders have slowed, but there's another rider going down. That is Brian McClooney, one of our first-year rookie riders. He has crashed, and the riders now slow the pace just a little bit, and there is Walther has gone down. We've had 3 more riders go down here in the wet. This is not a good situation. All 3 of those riders up now. They were not going that fast, but there is Walther. He was the first of the riders to go off in the turn.
The race sanctioning officials have shown the red flag to stop the event, Pat. You know, it's obviously too dangerous, and the teams will have to wait until the shower has ended.
While the umbrellas are still up here on the grid, the race officials try to move the machines back into order. What they will do, they will go back to the last completed lap before the red flag came out and line the riders up accordingly on the starting grid. There is Tom Walther. He has made his way back from that crash. It looks like he is all set to go. The crowd waiting for the restart. There's the drop of the flag, the field away. Gary Goodfellow already grabbing a little bit of a lead as they run into turn number 1. Tommy Douglas, 185, trying to grab that second place position up on the outside. But, Craig, you can see the riders are going much slower through this first turn than they did on the first start.
Oh, you bet, Pat. Considering the fact that half the field went down, these guys are being very, very careful.
Riders trying to find the pace that is conducive to the present track conditions. And here is Goodfellow. You can see the riders keeping those motorcycles as upright as possible. 99, Goodfellow, your leader. Then 185, Douglas in second. 101, that is Steve Dick from Vancouver running third. And 52, the dirt tracker, Chris Evans, the current Canadian half-mile dirt track champion. He perhaps likes these slippery track conditions. He runs back in the fourth place position. The riders through Moss Corner going onto the back straightaway. And number 99, Goodfellow, is off the racetrack. He got right out of shape, but continued, and Goodfellow miraculously will hold on to that second place position. What a job by Goodfellow of saving the machine.
Oh, you bet. Boy, I'll tell you, this guy, He's a tremendous rider, and he's got a terrific sense of balance. So when something like that happens, he gets his feet down in a hurry and gets it straightened out, Pat.
While Douglas opening up a little bit of a lead. Goodfellow now in second. Evans moving up to third. There is Norm Murphy, the veteran, running in fourth on the Kawasaki, as he has had a good run. Kevin Perry, number 80 and 84. Steve Nelson battling for that 10th place position as they move by the start-finish line. But there is your leader, Tommy Douglas from Laval, Quebec, community north of Montreal, and he could be one of the riders to watch this year in the Castrol Motor Plan Series. Douglas, your leader, on the back straightaway. There is 991, Tom Walter, coming up on the number 50 machine. Walter going through Moss Corner. He is trying to play catch-up after a bit of a slow start.
Oh, Tommy Douglas being very, very careful there. You know, I think the pressure's on him a little bit here, Pat.
Well, Douglas only in his second year as a professional class rider after being an amateur champion, and perhaps the pressure getting to him, Craig. He has waved by Gary Goodfellow, so Goodfellow picking up the pace. He has retaken the lead. 185 Douglas now running in the second place position, but right now there are about 5 or 6 riders right in the hunt. There is a rookie, Kyle Andrews, number 88 on the Kawasaki. He's back in about 11. Gary Goodfellow, your leader, side by side for second. Chris Evans and Tommy Douglas, they are having a war for that number 2 spot. Evans will try to go by Douglas up on the outside. He's through and into second place. Outstanding move there by Chris Evans, number 52 on the Kawasaki. Good mix of brands up front. Goodfellow, your leader on Suzuki. Evans, number 52, riding the Kawasaki. And Douglas, 185 on the Yamaha 750. There is another rookie, 97 Richard Brepp. He is back at about 7.
I think the track's drying up some, Pat. They're picking up the pace. And here we go now. I think we're into the last lap.
The blue and white last lap flag is out there. 4 riders up front. There is 101. Steve Dick, he runs 5th. He's trying to catch the front-running pack of 4. Goodfellow, 99 at the front. 52, Chris Evans in second. Norm Murphy, number 87, has moved this Kawasaki in a third. And Douglas, 185, runs back in fourth. This is a tremendous last lap. And Evans, 52, has got by Goodfellow into the hairpin to take the lead. Chris Evans, 52, your leader. 99, Goodfellow in second. Murphy on the inside. Try to go by Goodfellow. He could not. So it's Chris Evans, 52, your leader at the end of the straightaway. Goodfellow going by Evans. He'll take the lead. Murphy goes by in a second. They have been swapping positions all over the racetrack. Just a couple of corners to go before the checkered flag. Goodfellow through the S's. Here is Murphy, 87. He's going to try to get him at the line. It'll be Goodfellow by about half a wheel length. It'll be 87, Norm Murphy in second. 52, Chris Evans will finish third. Tommy Douglas and then Steve Dick.
And it's official. Gary Goodfellow wins it. And we'll be right back with our Superbike feature right after this.
Welcome back to the Castrol Motor Plan Superbike Championship from Mosport Park. I'm Pat Gonzalez, and with me is Craig Hill.
Well, this is our feature event, and the one that goes towards winning the Canadian Championship, a prize fund of over $350,000, and that number 1 place.
There's Art Robbins. He'll be outside of the first row on his brand-new Honda 750 Interceptor. Steve Crevier from British Columbia. He rides one of the Yamaha Motor Canada entries. Tom Walter from Surrey, British Columbia. He'll be on a Honda Interceptor 750 as well. And the rider on the pole position, the Canadian Superbike champion, Michel Mercier. He'll be on the Team Suzuki machine. Paul McMillan, the 1984 Canadian champion. He's on the Rothmans Honda 750. And Tommy Douglas from Laval, Quebec, a rider to watch. He's got a top-notch engineering team putting his machine together.
40 riders stand ready for our first championship race on a dry track here at Mosport as starter Tommy Atkins gets ready to drop the flag.
Mercier, number 1, away quickly. Crevier 73 is right there. The riders into turn 1. It is Michel Mercier on the Suzuki grabbing the early lead. 47 Robbins getting by, going into the second place position. He made a nice move on Crevier number 73. They go side by side into turn 2. Michel Mercier, number 1, your leader. 47 Robbins in second. Goodfellow already into that third place position. And Craig, he has to start right at the back.
Oh, he can ride. When he's got his dander up, Pat, he's going to go to the front. You bet on that.
Goodfellow, of course, missed the qualifying race, forced the run at the back, and he has really charged up through the field.
And there's the rest of the pack coming through, some of them being a little careful, Pat.
Well, they're going to have to watch it through that turn. A lot of traffic through that very tight right-hand turn. There is your leader, Mercy, at the end of the straightaway. You can see he's got several riders trying to chase him down into the S's. Art Robbins, number 47, and Gary Goodfellow, number 99. They have actually moved ahead of the rest of the pack as they come on the front straightaway. Robbins really pushing it hard to stay with the two Suzuki riders. There's a good race further back. Steve Nelson, number 84, 24, Ruben McMurder.
Well, McMurder's riding hurt today as he had a terrible fall on corner 1 earlier, and it was doubtful if they could repair either Ruben or his bike, Pat.
Mercier trying to hold off a hard-charging Art Robbins, and Robbins has the lead coming down the chute into Moss Corner. Beautiful pass by Art Robbins, and Craig, he is just riding this Honda to the limit as they move up the back straightaway. There's a rider going down. That is 101, Steve Dick, getting out from under the motorcycle. Dick appears to be okay, but his afternoon has ended early. Michel Mercier, number 1, back out in front. Art Robbins in second. Gary Goodfellow, number 99, right there in third place. Craig, this is an outstanding race involving these 3 riders.
Oh, boy, they're all hungry, Pat, and they're all going after those big bucks, and there's another pass going on.
Robbins up on the outside. Oh, and he almost fell off the motorcycle. He had to put the left foot down to rebalance the machine. He was trying to go around Mercier up on the outside.
Oh, the crowd loves this guy, and he's really showing his stuff today, and he's by again, Pat.
Outstanding move by Art Robbins as he gets Mercier under the chute, going into the hairpin. It is Art Robbins, your leader. Mercier in second. Goodfellow still trying to chase both of them down, and Mercier at the end of the straightaway pulls the slingshot and goes by Art Robbins to retake the lead. They have been swapping this front-running position back and forth all over the racetrack. Number 1, Mercier, your leader. Robbins, 47 second. Gary Goodfellow right on Robbins' rear tire, running back into third place position. It's strictly a 3-rider race right now as Mercier will lead it through turn 1. And again, Robbins pulls up alongside of Mercier, but cannot get around. He'll try him once again through turn 2, and Mercier will hold him off. These riders have got to have an awful lot of respect for each other, Craig, running this fast, this close together.
These guys are pros, no doubt about it, Pat. And there's 2 guys that are having a race.
Norm Murphy, 87 and 76, Duhamel battling for 7th. But here is our lead battle back into the hairpin, and now it's Gary Goodfellow taking over that second-place position. And there is Steve Dick. He's become a spectator, and Gary Goodfellow has become the leader. Michel Mercier in second. Art Robbins runs back into third-place spot. Fourth-place rider is 73, Steve Crevier.
And there's the standings, Pat. You know, it's quite an amazing feat what 99 Goodfellow has accomplished. He started last not too many laps ago, and he's fought his way up to first place.
You're right, Craig, and you know that Gary came here today to Mosport from Road Atlanta in Georgia, where he was involved in a crash that had put him out of that race. And I had a chance to ask him about it earlier.
In the second practice leg, everything was going fine. I was following Schwantz and Rainey, and past three riders into a downhill turn, came around a right-hand turn, and a rider moved over on me, and I was doing about 40, 50 mile an hour faster, so I couldn't avoid them. Crashed and really wrecked the bike, cosmetically wrecked the bike, and wrecked myself a little bit too, as you can see, like my leather's not looking too good, and my knee here's got water on the knee, but I've been having the knee drained out in the last couple of days, so hopefully it won't come up anymore, but if it does, I'll just have to have it drained out before the race.
And we'll be back after this. Back to the Superbike feature race from Mosport Park. I'm Pat Gonzalez, and with me is Craig Hill. And that's 99, Vancouver's Gary Goodfellow, who took the lead on lap 4 from Michel Mercier after starting from the back of the grid. There's the standings, and that's Kawasaki rider Pierre Martin from Laval, Quebec. He's run into trouble. Steve Crevier, number 73, has been running in 4th place much of the race, trying to catch the lead pack, but to no avail. Michel Mercier now all by himself in 2nd.
And Art Robbins, who switched from a Formula 1 machine in 3rd, and I can only guess that it's going to take him a little while to get used to it, and I asked him about the differences.
Well, it's 2 totally different machines. The power comes on different. The under braking, you've got rear wheel pressure from the engine on the 4-stroke, which you don't on the 2-stroke, and it's 2 totally different bikes. And like I say, I've been off of the 4-stroke for 3-4 years now. I learned on a 4-stroke, and I prefer to ride a 4-stroke. It's just trying to get rid of some of the habits that I picked up on the 2-stroke. you'll drive out of the corners a lot harder, and you use your power all the way around the track, where on the two-stroke is awfully fast on the straightaways. It's two different complete ball games.
And that's Norm Murphy in 8.
Number 24, Reuben McMurder, who is retiring from the race. He crashed this morning. He was running out of the points and decided to park it for the afternoon. Gary Goodfellow, your leader, number 99, is on his way. He has had an outstanding ride here this afternoon at Mosport. Steve Crevier, and then the battle for 5th between 991, Tom Walther, number 9, Paul McMillan. There is Art Robbins all by himself in 3rd aboard that Rothmans Honda machine. You can see Robbins is still pressing very, very hard. The battle for 5th moves out of the hairpin. Walther, 991, had some problems there under acceleration. McMillan going by in a 5th. There is your leader, Gary Goodfellow, number 99, well ahead of the second-place rider, Mercier, as he has lapped several riders. Checkered flag and the victory for Gary Goodfellow. Crevier, number 73, has been caught by Paul McMillan, number 9, coming up to the checkered flag. Crevier will hold on for 4th. McMillan, number 9, will finish in 5th.
There's the standings, and that means Goodfellow will take a 15-point lead in our championship, ahead of Mercier with 12 and Robbins with 10.
And we'll see you next week for the second round of the Castrol Motor Plan Superbike Championships from SANAIR. Welcome back to SANAIR International Speed.